Welcome. This is a snapshot into grief. Everybody deals with grief differently. There is no one way of doing this. When somebody passes, it takes 2 to 5 years to get your head around it. The first year you get 2001 triggers, the next year you get 2000. The triggers get less, however they never go away. What is a trigger? They can be birth dates, they can be the day the person passes, photographs, they can be smells, it can be music. However, the worst triggers are the happy memories. They are emotional triggers that you might find you start to cry for no reason. So one way of dealing with these triggers, once you recognise the trigger, you need to say to your brain, that's a trigger, now I only have 1,999 to go this year, and the brain will put it into a different place for you. Now I want to describe different types of grieving. When somebody passes, for example, with cancer, the grieving process starts from the time they're told. However, this allows the families to do the journey with them, and the person can put their affairs in order and they have time to say goodbye. With cancer patients, their whole life revolves around the illness, waiting for doctors, waiting for appointments. This puts a strain on the caregiver as they put 120% into the situation. And because they do this, they tend to become isolated from things they used to do. For example, going to committees, going to sports, bowls, etc. When the person passes, the caregiver is left with a big hole. They have to reinvent themselves and start up again. This also is a grief because they have lost themselves. Another one is when somebody has died suddenly, for example, in an accident. Families and friends do not have the time to say goodbye. They go into shock and appear to spiral more out of control as the brain tries to process the situation. This grief actually takes longer to come to terms with. The grief is like a nightmare. You just want to wake up in the morning and it's gone away. For a few minutes or two it has, then reality sticks in again. The other part of grief is you start to question your own mortality. And then there's this other grief. This is a grief where it is the most devastating grief of all. When you lose a child, and it doesn't matter if you're a parent of a 16-year-old or you're a parent of a 90-year-old, the same experience applies. It is the most devastating grief you can experience, and you can't explain it to someone unless you've been through it. And this leaves a hole in the heart forever, which never heals. This has been a snapshot into grief. However, there is a lot involved with grief. And if you wish to contact me, you can contact me via my website below, either through the phone or directly onto the website. So I look forward to seeing you.